America is a 250-year-old recipe for a more perfect union. But it wasn't perfect the first time it was written. The first version said all men are created equal, but many of the same men who wrote that also wrote the 3/5 compromise and disregarded women altogether. So how does a recipe like that survive 250 years? The long struggle of radical dissent, abolition, suffrage, the 8-hour workday, the civil rights movement. Every movement that led to these critical corrections were led by a radical dissenter, people who were considered dangerous in their time. And some of them stood right over there. Marian Anderson sang on those steps because in 1939, the DAR, the Daughters of American Revolution, barred her from singing in Constitutional Hall because she was black. But no one could bar her from those steps. And 75,000 people showed up to hear her sing. And the First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt, resigned from the DAR in protest. And of course, Dr. King stood there and told 250,000 people that our country had defaulted on a promise and how achieving a dream requires the brave work of many. That speech, that march, that gathering, and that petitioning helped push the Civil Rights Act through and the Voting Rights Act soon thereafter. They were the dissenters. They stayed in that hot kitchen and encouraged us all to do the brave work of fixing the recipe. And as a result, radical dissent is our inheritance. I mean, I didn't expect my everyday work to be about advocating for the right to say when America is heading in the wrong direction. I just wanted to cook and share recipes. But as it turns out, our blend of hope and struggle is the recipe for progress. And dissent is the most American right we have. And rights like this don't disappear all at once. They just fade when we don't use them. So we do the work, and we stay in the kitchen, and we strive to make America a more perfect union. Be kind, feed your mind, and,